Hi there everyone, your Power Al here with some more Pokemon Platinum. Last episode, we took care of the Battle Factory, and this episode we're going to be moving on to the next battle facility, and like I did with the Battle Factory, I have a guest with me, so want to introduce yourself?
Hello folks, my name is Harsh. I've been around these parts for a long time. I stream speedruns mostly of like Scooby-Doo games, but I also used to play Pokemon a lot, and Gen 4 was my jam back in the day.
Yeah, we know each other through Pokemon because we were in various communities together, I guess.
Yeah, more or less. Snowflake and his Let's Plays, and like some forum I think we used to talk on.
Yeah, and Spirit of Steel, which is a person I mentioned like in one of the earlier episodes, so...
Oh yeah.
So yeah, anyways, the next facility we're going to be going to, also, I don't know why I'm investigating these statues, I don't think I actually did that before, so yay, lines of text. But we are going to be going to the Battle Arcade, and this is actually going to be the first time we get to see my team that I raised up for the Battle Frontier actually fight, since the Battle Factory I had to use rental Pokemon. But the Battle Factory is an interesting facility. The main gimmick of it is that there is this roulette that you play before each battle, and the roulette has various effects that can happen in the battle or like affect the start of the battle, things like that. It's really interesting. You could freeze your opponents, you could actually freeze yourself, you could change the weather, and later on you can actually skip battles or earn battle points like before your battle starts. There's a lot going on. And, oh yeah, Trick Room is one of the effects that could happen. It's just really, really interesting what could happen in the Battle Factory.
Oh yeah, the whole randomization effects, like, definitely makes it, like, you know, kind of interesting to fight. Like, I think one of the other things is, like, you can lower, like, your opponent's levels, or, like, you can be lowered too.
Yes. Yeah, you can, I think, either lower their level or increase levels, things like that. And it's all really based on how good your timing is, even though like it's a roulette thing that you are activating, it is timing based unless you get the effect that makes the roulette go random each time.
The higher you go up the streaks, the faster it gets, the harder it just gets to time.
Yeah. So what's your experience with the Battle Arcade and the Battle Frontier?
I mean, I mostly just kind of spent the most time on Emerald's Frontier, because I always kind of considered that like a childhood classic kind of challenge. I've never played it on console, I've always just played it on like emulator with save states. I'd always just go through like in-game teams,
Yeah.
I was just too lazy to like grind up and like EV train like proper teams. But yeah, I guess for the arcade, to be honest, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time on it. It's kind of just one of those like places, you know, I just did just to get like the Frontier symbol or print, whatever it is in this game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of find it the most forgettable, to be perfectly honest. It's not really one of my favorite gimmicks in the Frontier.
That's fair. Yeah, so here is what the roulette board looks like. You press the button on the touch screen. Red means it affects the opponent. Blue, or dark blue or black, means it affects you. So you could inflict various status conditions on them, although if the Pokemon would be immune to that status condition, then that doesn't work. But anyways, we're speeding things up here just because that's how we do things. But
yeah.
The general strategy here with my team is have Ryoga the Garchomp do all the heavy hitting, and then Axel the Swampert is there for special attacks if I need him and for taking hits, and Casval the Scizor is there to just revenge kill with Bullet Punch or also deal heavy damage. But also later on with the effects that induces status conditions, I think in later streaks, instead of affecting your opponent or your entire party, it will only affect like 1 or 2 Pokemon at a time. I think.
It gets like...
It's been a while.
Yeah, the effects start to be a little more like, limiting. Like, you know, you starting off, you can paralyze all 3 of them. Later, it's like paralyze only 2 of them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, like, it starts to become more rigged in the AI's favor than it is your favor.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to note is, before you start set of battles, your Pokemon do lose their hold item temporarily, because there are events on the board that can give you various hold items or give your opponent hold items. So that's why my team doesn't have whatever hold items they would typically have.
And if you're unlucky and you get like the iron balls, like that is probably one of the worst items you could get.
Yeah, like there is still an element of luck to it with held items, because you don't know what kind of item you're gonna get. So that is a bit of a pain. Ooh, one of the events that can happen that can actually screw you over pretty badly is the event where you swap your Pokemon with your opponent. Because if the Pokemon that you get are not a good match against your own team, then you're kind of screwed on that.
Yeah. You know, I remember watching like speedruns of like the Frontier from Worcester. Like every time like he'd like do an effect, like it would always just be either like he'd paralyze the opponent or like they were just low, like their HP was lowered. Like,
yeah, I think I would prefer the event that would paralyze things, just because it lowers the opponent's speed and gives them a chance of not being able to attack.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also because it's my preferred status condition in general. But yeah, as you can see, my little Garchomp here is just destroying things, which is how I like it. There's also an event that just does nothing, so that is handy.
Nothing can be good.
Yeah.
Faster too. I do like how like the little like interface shows like the opponent's team on like the side too, so you get a little like battle preview.
Yeah, it gives you an idea of what you're going up against, which is nice. Also, I think this is the last battle of this set, so that's neat. Yep. So I guess after this, we go straight on to showing off the boss of the Battle Arcade, which is Arcade Star? I think that's their title. But in order to fight the Arcade Star the first time, it's at the end of your third streak, so 21 battles in a row without losing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be fun. And my team here in this battle, as you can see now, they actually have a held item. I believe the Roulette gave them a Lumberry, which is actually not that bad of an item. And the interesting thing is, so when I'm going to be reading off for Pokemon's movesets, Bulbapedia has held items listed, but I don't think they actually have them on at the moment, which is weird.
Huh. Well, to be fair, I think that Frontier is not exactly the most well-documented thing in the world.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe she does have her held items, but they're just not shown here on the team preview? Maybe? I don't know.
Mine says, yeah, mine has, like, items and stuff on them. It even shows their, like, EVs and stuff, too. Yeah.
And here, what am I going for? There we go. I got the Sandstorm, which actually benefits my team because none of my Pokemon take damage from Sandstorm, and Ryoga gets that evasion boost, which is nice.
I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but, like, as you go up the streaks and stuff, the IVs of the Pokemon just, like, increase as you go. Yeah.
It just, overall, just gets generally tougher.
Yeah, like, they go from, like, 3 to 10 to, like, well, on your Frontier brains, they're all, like, 31, but, like, this kind of steadily goes back.
Yeah. Anyways, her Dusknoir here. It says it's holding an Iron Ball, so that's what the graphic is going to show, with the moves Shadow Punch, Fling, Will-O-Wisp, and Trick Room. Also, its ability is Pressure. So the strategy for this is to have Trick Room be used against you, so you can't go first most of the time, because Dusknoir is typically slow, especially with that Iron Ball. And Will-O-Wisp can be a bit of a pain, but it's not going to be dealing too much damage except with Fling when it uses Fling with the Iron Ball. But if her team doesn't have items in this battle, even though Bulbapedia says that it does, then I don't know why Fling is there. Oh well.
Maybe the Frontier brains bend the rules a little bit on the item clause.
Would not surprise me. Anyways, Medicham here. So, abilities are always going to be random if Pokemon can have 2 abilities, so I'm not going to be listing that. But it's going to be holding a Salic Berry, allegedly, with the move Zen Headbutt, Reversal, Endure, and Fake Out. And it didn't do any of those things, so...
It's kind of like that Heracross from, like, the the Frontier Brain and Emeralds, which does like kind of the same thing.
But the reversal endure strategy would have been pretty nice. Oh well.
It's a shame it's like you don't see it much anymore. Like.
Yeah. Also, Ludicolo here has a muscle band with moves Waterfall, Razor Leaf, Drain Punch, and Sword Stance. It's a physical set for a Ludicolo, which is weird.
Not the Mirror B Ludicolo.
Nope. Nope. But yeah, that was an easy battle. Ryoga just swept through everything. As he does. But then, yeah, then again, having a Garchomp just in general just makes you a broken person in terms of how good things are.
Yeah, it's a shame like we never got like an anime arc with like any of these Frontier Brains besides like the
Palmer showed up in one episode.
Yeah, besides him.
Yeah.
And as a result, like the Frontier Brains in like Gen 4 end up just being forgettable just because we didn't really have as much like time with them to shine.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh yeah, we got the silver print, which is neat. So the silver print, what does that look like? It's been a bit since I've seen it, because this is all being done in post-commentary if it wasn't obvious. Let's see. Oh, it looks neat.
Yeah, it's kind of just, it's kind of just like...
Yeah.
The sprite.
The sprites.
Not as like cool as symbols, but like it's a nice like thing.
Anyways, for the gold print battle, this is at the end of your 7th streak, so 49 battles in a row without losing. Good luck with that, because it can get really tough. Even like with a well-balanced team, sometimes you'll just end up screwing yourself over by accidentally getting a bad event. That happened to me a few times.
Oh yeah. I guess one thing to note of, like, one of her dialogues is, like, one of her lines is, like, no need to worry.
Yeah.
If that sounds familiar,
Anime.
Yep.
Anyways,
good
what
old
event am I
Don's
getting here?
catchphrase in the dub.
Ooh, I got a level boost, which is nice. Also, I believe the item that my team has here is the Salic Berry. Just as a heads up, even though I don't think it gets activated at all in this battle. But anyways, the gold print battle. Her Pokemon are all based off birds here. Because we got, what is it, Togekiss for her lead? Yeah. With an Expert Belt with Hyper Beam, Air Slash, Aura Sphere, and Psychic?
Yeah, I think her, like, Pokemon, their lead Pokemon's random, but, yeah.
Yeah. It would be a pain if this Togekiss had Serene Grace because of the Air Slash strategy with it is always a pain to deal with. But it's gonna be random.
Oh, yeah, the random abilities, right?
Yeah.
And an Expert Belt just boosts its, like, stab move with attacks, so...
Yeah, but it doesn't...
Isn't really that bad, IMO.
Yeah, the Expert Belt doesn't really... Like, the moves it has doesn't get, like, a lot of super effectiveness for Expert Belt to take care of. Anyways, here's Zapdos with Pressure for its ability, with a Bright Powder, so your moves won't be as accurate with Thunderbolt, Air Cutter, Heat Wave, and Signal Beam, which is not a bad moveset for Zapdos. It's going all in on offense.
Pretty solid coverage, honestly.
But it got beaten up.
Oh yeah. If you're not prepared for Zapdos, though, it can probably kick your butt.
Yeah. And last but not least is Blaziken with a White Herb, Blaze for its ability, Flare Blitz, Superpower, Thunder Punch, and Night Slash. I guess the White Herb is there for a superpower, but yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's probably one of the easier of the brains in this one. Just because, like, I mean, the static, you can kind of rig the battle in your favor for the most part with, like, the different status effects and things in the battles.
Yeah, but, I mean, again, easy mode. Just get a Garchomp and use Sword Stance and win.
Exactly.
But that's it for the Battle Arcade, so I guess here I get to show off the gold print, and just like with the Battle Factory, anytime you beat a Frontier Brain, you get 20 battle points, which is pretty nice, considering your other streaks, you're not getting nearly as much.
Oh yeah. They made you work for these points back in the day.
They did. But that's 2 gold prints out of 5. I was gonna say 10, but no. There's 10 prints in total because there's 5 silver and 5 gold, but no. I got 2 gold prints. I can count. And there it is. 301 battle points. That's a lot.
Yo, you could buy all, like, the cool competitive items now.
Yep, there's a lot I can buy, but I'm only gonna be using 1 battle point in this episode. Because, like I did with the Battle Factory, we're gonna play a little scratch-off game.
I forgot about
I don't know
those.
I don't know if I succeed in this episode or not, so hopefully we get a win here, even though really you're only getting berries or nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
But still.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a nice
we're
little
doing good.
fun thing.
There's a win. We got a win on 1 card.
Is Ditto just like a freebie?
Yep. Okay. Are we gonna get a second one? Nope. This is what I'm more excited about. I don't care about being a Frontier Brain. I'm more excited about winning this. Okay, we got 1 win. That's a victory at least on.
The little artwork on these things is so cute too.
It is.
I wish we got more like of those chibi kind of sprites.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like the end credits of the Generation 2 games where it had like the little sprites dancing.
Yeah, the dancing Pokemon. That was so cool.
Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it. We did the battle arcade, so thanks for joining me. It was fun having you here.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you've actually been like in any of my videos, even though like I've talked to you for a while.
Yeah. Almost a decade.
Oh gosh. When you say it like that, it makes me feel old.
Yep.